Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Tales of Woe. This episode, we're talking fucking Master Chief. Halo Infinite just came out, the multiplayer's been out for a couple weeks now. I played a bit of the multiplayer, but I suck at multiplayer things, so I didn't really play it that much. I just started playing the multiplayer today and last night. And I got 18 kills in a match today. I was pretty happy with myself. Yeah, I got 18 kills on a game playing multiplayer, which made me pretty happy because I'm used to playing like Call of Duty multiplayer where you just die so fast, and I can barely get any kills when I play Call of Duty. You know, I was playing Halo and I got 18, so I felt pretty good about myself. It was like, they weren't in ranked matches though. I haven't tried ranked matches yet because I'm sure I'm just gonna get my tits beaten off me. The campaign, I've been playing the campaign. The campaign came out. It is Saturday when I'm recording. No, Friday when I'm recording this. I believe the campaign came out on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So it was like 11 o'clock here, and I've been loving it. I think it's so much fun. It's like a open world map, which I find the initial part of the start of the game is an open world, but you do stuff and then you kind of get put onto the open world, and it's fun. I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm doing too much of the side missions though, so I'm gonna try to not do so many of those so I just don't get so tired of them and do more of the story. But I'm loving it. I think it's so much fun. It does feel like the first three games again. And I wasn't a person that really hated the last couple games, Halo 4 and Halo Guardians. I thought were fine. Or Halo 5 Guardians. I thought were fine. I enjoyed them, but I do get what people are saying now playing Halo Infinite. Just the difference in kind of maps and like the feel of the game. I think Halo Infinite feels great. I love that fucking grapple hook. You get to update Master Chief. You can like get skills. You kind of get these things called Spartan cores, and they so you can upgrade Master Chief with certain devices and abilities and stuff, which is pretty fun. And I'm just loving that grappling hook. And then once you get the fucking electric shock going through her, oh fuck yeah, bud. I'm just gonna be real fucking Canadian about it. Oh, you fucking get her going. But I love it. I'm so stoked. And so I just wanted to do a little retrospective, a Halo retrospective. I don't know if you guys are big Halo fans. For me, it was kind of the game that changed. I'm not going to say changed my life, but changed my view of video games. Or I remember getting the first Xbox when I got it. The first game I played was Halo, right? That's what came with it. I was actually going to put, you see that TV back there? It's showing Super Metroid right now. I was going to plug in my Xbox to the TV and play one of the early Halo games, but my original Halo 1 got broken when I was a kid. Halo 2, I pulled out the case, and I have no idea where that disc is. I don't believe it's inside my Xbox because I was playing Serious Sam. I have also been playing the Serious Sam 4. I've enjoyed that a lot. If you're not a fan of Serious Sam games, you're fucking up because those games are so much fun. They're like, I would compare them kind of to Doom, but it's like ridiculous and it's kind of funny, and I just loved it. I had Serious Sam, maybe the original Serious Sam. I'm not sure. I have to look at what I have. I think I have Serious Sam 1 on original Xbox, maybe Serious Sam 2, but I'm not sure. But Serious Sam 4 on Xbox One or Xbox, whatever Series X. I don't know what the fuck it's for. It's probably for a few things. But that, great game. Lots of fun. I was having fun with that before Halo Infinite came out. Now I've just been playing that. But yeah, so Halo 1, oh, like I said, I was going to put it on that TV, but I don't have any of the original Xbox Halos, apparently. And my my other things just don't connect to that since the CRT. I do have a Star Wars Xbox 360, but I don't think I have the AV cables for it. So I just thought I'll put Super Metroid on because I mean it's a human fighting aliens in space. It's kind of the same. It's a similar deal. So I thought I'd put that on. But oh my fucking god, Halo! First game, like I said, life changer. Or well, video game. My video game life changed. That everything I understood about video games changed, and it broadened it so much. And I just that original game I still love. The Silent Cartographer. I mean, I've played that so much. I feel like a lot of people have played that so much because in our school, especially when we were younger, you could download the Halo demo and play multiplayer with everybody on computers. So kids in my school did that. So it's like it's the Silent Cartographer. I've played that fucking level hella lots, and that's still I think my favorite level for whatever reason. The Silent Cartographer. I love it. Halo 1, I love. Halo 2 might be my favorite though. Stars that motherfucker right there. Arby. Arby. Oh, that's another thing. Do you guys fucking remember Master Chief sucks at Halo and Arby and the Chief? That was the first time I ever saw anybody make. Well, I guess that yeah, that was machinima, kind of. I can't remember. I mean, I know it was made by machinima at a certain point, but anyway, that was the first time I ever saw people make videos in video games, I guess. And so I thought that was cool. I actually watched Master Chief Sucks at Halo not that long ago. And I mean, it's childish for sure, but I still think it's funny and just retarded. And it's just, if you've never seen it, you probably wouldn't like it. But for me, it's just that it brings up so much nostalgia. Um, but I fucking loved Halo 2. Like, Halo 2 was just amazing. I mean, I'm a big stealth guy. I like stealth games a lot. So in Halo 2, you get the fucking energy sword. You're the Arbiter. You can fucking camouflage. I love that shit. It's so much fun. I'm a big melee weapon guy. Melee, however you say it. I'm a big proponent of those kind of weapons. So that game I just loved. That's another thing I like about Halo Infinite right now is that grapple. I fucking grapple the shit out of people. That's mostly what I'm using. I have an energy sword on my back right now. I got a mauler. I got a upgraded mauler gun. Got my fucking energy sword on my back and my grapple, and that's all I need. I'll take a fucking army out with that shit. I love it, and that's the one thing that I mean, you must get it in the multiplayer at some point. I do not have the grapple though right now. I'm not sure if that's something you get. I like I said, I just started playing the multiplayer, so I'm just at level 1 or level 2 right now in the battle pass. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Oh, I also got if you can see it there. Turn it on. Look, you're seeing the whole room. Christmas tree. Look at that. Nice little Christmas tree. We're in the season, people. We're in it. No, I probably I fucked up the shot, whatever. Anyway, I keep getting off track. Halo 1, great. Halo 2, fucking amazing. Halo 3, everybody loved so much, and that was the one. Not that I didn't like it or anything, but I did not have a 360 for a while. Like I said on the previous video games episode, I didn't get 360 until 2008, 2009-ish. So yeah, I never played Halo 3 until much later, so I wasn't up on. I wasn't as into all the shit as everybody else. I wanted to play it and everything. I just didn't have the ability to. But that's a super fun game too. I mean, people freaked out about it. There was the whole thing where people bought the game Crackdown just so they could play the multiplayer of Halo 3. And that was like a big deal. Um, and it got a lot of people to buy Crackdown, which was like great, actually a pretty fucking good game. I played Crackdown 1, didn't play Crackdown 2. Crackdown 3 came out, never really played it. Apparently people say it wasn't as good. I don't know. I just played that first game and I thought it was fun. Um, but Halo 3, yeah. I mean, all I can think of really about Halo 3 is like the Arby and the Chief videos, and like Machinima was really taking off then. And yeah, I mean, oh, those were just good days. Those are days in high school, junior high, high school. And after Halo 3, I believe, what was it? It was like Halo ODST, I think, right? I believe it was. I always get confused what came first. I think Halo ODST came first, and then it was Halo Reach, but I'm not too sure. Halo ODST I did play. Halo Reach I actually didn't play until fairly recently because I was running through all the games on my Xbox to kind of to get caught up to um, Halo Infinite, just so I was all caught up on the story and whatnot. So I played the Halo Anniversary Edition and then played the other few games on fucking Xbox Game Pass, which I just love. So nice to be able to just play all those games. I'm a big fan. I'm sure it's gonna fuck us eventually because they're gonna delete games and there's gonna be shit. But for now, this is the heyday. Just yeah. Most of the games I love, I have physical copies for the most part. I did not get a physical copy of Halo Infinite because I heard the whole game wouldn't be on the disc. So it's like, why buy it? That's like the same thing with like Switch games. I've bought. That's not a word. I've bought one Switch game, um, and it was Mortal Kombat, and they didn't even have a full game on it. So I kind of stopped buying Switch games because it's like, what's the point when you have to download it anyway? I just rather download it onto my Switch and then just archive it when I'm done playing with it. I don't know. Because one thing you do find as you get older with collecting things is like you just have a bunch of shit, and some of it means something, some of it doesn't, but you just end up with a lot of shit. So that's, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, Halo ODST I thought was pretty fun. You don't play as a Spartan in that. You play as just a Marine trying to find your other buddies, and I thought that was a good game. I liked the story and everything in it. Halo Reach I thought was fine. People loved that game. I had a friend who played it like competitively almost. He was like really good at that game. And I never really got into it. But that's the thing about Halo multiplayer is like I said before, I played more Call of Duty multiplayer, and with that, you die so much easier and faster, and I don't know. I feel like I'm maybe better at Halo Infinite, but I'm also saying that as a person who's just going into quick matches and playing, and my teams haven't won once yet. I've only played about yeah. I've only played I think like 10, maybe 15 games. The I want to say I haven't even played that many, but I know I did because I got an achievement for it. But yeah, we have not been winning. I've been close to winning. I've been a person on a lot of the things that's gotten the most kills or the most captures or whatever, but you know, stuff happens and I'm super suck. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm loving the multiplayer. It reminds me a lot, and I'm sure. Well, I was gonna say it reminds me a lot, and I know why, but then I'm just realizing it's not why. But Destiny, I like Destiny a lot, and I would play. That's the game I've probably played multiplayer the most on against people in an FPS, just because I suck at a lot of stuff, and I found that I was better at Destiny. Not that I was good, but I was better than I was at playing Call of Duty, and so this reminds me of Destiny a lot. Makes sense because I mean, Bungie made Halo and Bungie made Destiny, but Bungie is no longer with the Halo franchise, and it's 343 now. But I think 343 did a pretty good job. The one thing I will say I am a bit pissed about is in Halo Infinite, as you go around the world and stuff, you can pick up there's like armor and stuff to be found around, and you can use it for your multiplayer character. And I've spent time, like I pretty much spent the last day just going around finding shit and trying to unlock stuff. Not really doing the main mission, which I should because I don't want to get tired of just unlocking stuff. But but there's been a lot of armor and stuff I've found, and I just found out yesterday that if you've been quick resuming, like closing the game or whatever, turning your Xbox off, turning it back on and quick resuming, you'll be offline. So all of the armor you find in Halo Infinite in the game won't be transferred to your multiplayer character. They're working on that. They're gonna have a fix for that or whatever. But that kind of pissed me off. So it's like every time you get into the game, you have to restart it, which isn't a big deal. But I just wish I would have known that because I spent so much time unlocking a bunch of armors, and then now when I play multiplayer, I don't have any armor. I just have the basic armor, which is fine. I'm purple and I look cool, but I would like the armor I've fucking spent time collecting. But that'll come in time. They'll find a patch for it. And at least I know now for the next armor that's around, I'll make sure I'm fucking online for it. God damn it, so I can actually unlock it. But yeah, Halo Reach, another story about. I'm actually part of this. Let's break down the Halo story. And I'm not an expert, and I'm probably gonna get this all wrong. So this is literally just me going off memory. But Halo 1, you find your Master Chief. You're a big fucking 7-foot badass in a big combat fucking hardcore suit. And there's these rings in space called Halo rings, or see, I'm already at Lamo. It's like, they're Halo rings, I guess. But there's life on those rings. And there's aliens, and the aliens are trying to use these rings to destroy the goddamn universe or some shit. And you gotta go and fight those aliens. What you don't know is that there are these other aliens that are these, the Flood. I fucking hate the Flood. The Flood is like these parasitic kind of things that can take over a dead body, and they're taking over the world. And so these Halo rings are meant to, I guess, destroy all life, so it can destroy this Flood outbreak. And so the Covenant, who are the aliens, want to activate them to kill the Flood, I guess. But they don't realize they're going to destroy all living life as they know it. And then we are humanity, and we're trying to fight it. And it's just a big rigmarole. And so the first game, we gotta fight the Covenant. We end up fighting the Flood. Our fucking captain, or whatever the fuck he is, gets taken. He gets part of Flood, and we gotta kill him. We gotta destroy shit. And there's the fucking game. We destroy, I believe, a Halo ring in the first game. I think. Second game, there's the Arbiter. It's two parts. You play as Master Chief, and you play as the Arbiter. And the Arbiter is this fucking guy. He's an alien. He's an elite, is what their race is called. The Sangheili elites or something like that. There might be another name for them other than elites, but that's what we're calling them, elites. He's an elite. He's the top motherfucker. Um, he's badass, and he does something. I can't remember what. Or you know what? I think that the fact that the Halo got blown up in the first game, because of that, he was some kind of captain or something, and because of that, he gets demoted and he gets put kind of as the arbiter, where it's like his skin gets burned, he gets all his armor ripped off of him, which I think is like kind of on your skin a little bit, so it looks very painful from what I remember. He gets burned, I remember that. And then he gets this shiny, fucking sharp metal armor, and he becomes the arbiter, and he's kind of the arbiter is looked at as like a good thing, kind of, or it used to be a good thing, but then it turned into like a bad thing, or it was like somebody fucked up, and then I think they have to kind of give their life to make up for it. But the arbiter finds out on his travels that he's fighting for the Covenant, but he realizes that the prophets, who are kind of the top echelon, weird dudes in chairs, it's kind of like a Wall-E situation where they're just fucking floating around in chairs, not doing a goddamn thing. These guys are corrupt, as all the elite are. Am I right, folks? All those rich motherfuckers, they're all corrupt. And it's the same in the alien world. So they're corrupt, they know the truth about things, they're trying to do some shit that's sketchy. And Arbiter finds out about it, and he's none too pleased. I don't really remember how the second game ends. I remember there's a guy who's trying to fight them who was actually kind of right, but he was getting led by Guilty Spark, which is a guy you meet in the first one. He was part of the Halo installation. I think he tries to destroy it, or I don't remember. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so he convinces, I think he convinces what's his tits to I don't know, fire up another Halo ring or do something. I don't know. You end up killing this dude, and you end up finding he was kind of right, but he wasn't right. But it's all fucked. Anyway, I don't really remember what happens in Halo 2, honestly. I do remember, though, the fucking trailer. That's one thing that was amazing. If you're a big Halo fan, you'll remember this too. The trailer for Halo 2, I think, was probably the most excited I've ever fucking been. And I can't remember if it was on Halo 1, if it was on maybe a demo disc I played somewhere else, or if it was on another Xbox game that maybe had demos that had a demo video. But I remember the start, or the Halo 2 trailer they showed, and it was a part in Halo 2 where you have to push this bomb out and kind of hold on to it and then let it go, and it's a real cool scene. And I just remember that, and it's like this video of just Master Chief pulling this fucking huge bomb that just has a bunch of spikes and shit, and you're pulling it, you're dragging it across the ship, and Master Chief is strong as fuck, so he can do it. So he's dragging it across the ship, fucking pushes it out, jumps on it, aims it at a goddamn ship, lets it go, blows shit up, and it's badass. And I remember I was so excited for Halo 2. That's one thing that I don't know if it's going to come back in Halo Infinite. I haven't noticed it yet, so I'm guessing not. But the dual wielding in Halo 2 was great. And that is a part that doesn't seem to be a part of it in Halo Infinite, which is a bit of a bummer for me, because I am a big fan of the dual wielding. But Serious Sam 4 has dual wielding. So if you're a fan of dual wielding, I'd say play that game. It's fun. It's a big shooting. It's a big shooting. It's big shoot fun time. Okay, so Halo 3, the Arbiter and the Chief team up. Trying to think what the fucking point in that game is too. I don't really remember. We're fighting things. There's the Flood, I think, is more of a problem. I think of it's kind of just a game where you're trying to destroy the Flood. I hate the Flood. The Flood grosses me out. They creep me out. They're like just a parasitic fucking gross thing that takes over bodies. And I don't know. I've never liked them. I hate the guys that fucking blow up and they get real big and then you shoot them and they pop and then all the little flood organisms go everywhere and I hate it. I hate the fucking flood. I wish they never existed. I mean, I guess they're a good game thing for the Halo games, but I just hate it so much. They just gross me out and I just don't like it. I haven't had to fight flood yet in Halo Infinite, which I am excited about. But so that's Halo 3. I'm pretty sure this has to comes down to you and Arbiter trying to fucking team up and destroy the flood and not let the universe be destroyed. Okay, fair enough. So then what do you got? Well, those first 3 games were made by Bungie. So that was the developer. And then those were the only games they wanted to make. So they were like, all right, peace out, we're done. And then Microsoft was like, oh, no, you aren't. And they're like, yeah, we are. And they're like, well, Halo isn't. So we own that shit. So then they made more Halo games. And I think it took a while. They made ODST, which didn't have to do with Halo or Master Chief. It had to do with those Marines, like I said. And there was Reach, which did have to do with Spartans, but not Master Chief, I believe. Could not tell you who the main character in Reach was. I really don't remember. And then, oh, there was also Halo Wars, which I'm not a big RTS or real time strategy. If you're nasty, I'm not one of those kind of game players, so I never really got into that. I always kind of tried to play it because I like them, but I'm just stupid. I'm just not a very smart fellow. So things like chess, things like real time strategy games, I can't look into the future. You know what I mean? I can't strategize like that. I'm stupid. I attack what's in front of me, as bad as that may be, and as yeah, not good. But yeah, so I suck at those games, so I usually lose. One game I really always did love that was RTS though is oh fuck, what the fuck is it called? Total Annihilation. That is the game I was thinking of. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that took a minute. But Total Annihilation was the RTS game I played. It was originally on uh it was originally on Windows 98 and I fucking just love that game and I still like playing it. It's fun even though it's old and there's lots of exploits. There's ways you can just fucking own the shit out of the AI, but I don't know, I always found it really fun. Even though I suck at real time strategy. But that one's just an easy game, I think. So that's why I like it so much. But yeah, RTS, so there was Halo Wars 1, Halo Wars 2. Didn't play any of those. What else was there? There's Halo 1, Halo 2. Halo Spartan Assault. I don't know when that game came out. I don't know what that game is. I've seen it on the Xbox Game Pass thing, and I have no idea what it is. I might check it out, maybe. But I never heard anybody talk about it, so I assume it's probably shit. But who knows? And then we had Halo 4 and Halo 5. There might be other Halo games that I'm not aware of. But other than that, we had Halo 4 and Halo 5. And that has to do with the Forerunners, which are kind of supposed to be the civilization that was here before humans, before the Covenant, before all that shit. And they're called, yeah, Forerunners. And they're weird looking. They're kind of mechanical people. And I think they want to wipe out the living world or something like that. I'm not really too sure. But they're bad news. And so those games are just kind of about them. I don't really remember too much. All I remember is, so throughout these Halo games, you have a AI buddy with you, and her name is Cortana. And there's a weird. I mean, so you're Master Chief, right? And the whole thing with Master Chief is he's a Spartan, which are these humans who were genetically modified as they were children. They were taken from their parents and replaced with clone. This is all stuff you don't find out really in the games, but this is from the books. But they're replaced with clones, and the clones die, and a bunch of horrible shit happens, and they didn't tell the parents, and so that's all fucked up. It's very fucked up. The whole underlying thing of Halo is extremely fucked up, which they go into in the Halo 4, Halo 5, and Halo Infinite. There's a really fucked up weird scene with ghost children in it, kinda. It's like it's very depressing, but so Master Chief, his name is John. You only know him as John 117. That's the name of his Spartan number or whatever. And yeah, when he was a kid, he was subjected to a bunch of fucked up physical enhancements that were very painful, and I think he might have been one of the only people in his group to survive, or he was at least the top echelon of that. So he's pretty much not motionless, but he is like a fucking killing machine, which is really fucked up because the person something Halsey, she created all this stuff. She fucked up a lot of kids, but because she knew something was coming, I guess, and she was kind of right because we did need in the story of Halo, we did need the Spartans to help save us, but it was really fucked up how she got there. So it's kind of a weird. See, I'm at a loss for words. Sometimes I apologize. My vocabulary isn't as good as it should be, but there's there's a thing of like it's kind of a bunch of shit is kind of fucked up, and so you're finding that out in Halo 4 and Halo 5, and so like I said, you have this AI that's been with you since the start, and you don't really have, like I said, you're kind of emotionless a little bit, and the only thing you do is kill, so you don't really have relationships. You have your higher up commanders that you respect and stuff, but there's no emotional relationships. And this AI that you get, her name is Cortana, which if you have any Microsoft things, that's the kind of AI that they use is Cortana, which I don't really have any of that, but I think it's cool just because I'd like to talk to Cortana. But throughout these later games, stuff happens to Cortana. She needs to be deleted. I think maybe something gets fucked up with her. Whatever, she kind of turns evil, or so you think. Who knows what the story is at the moment. But so your best friend pretty much goes against you, and you have to fight her, and it's very sad. And in the new game, I mean that's kind of what 4 and 5 are about, or like especially 5 is like you're trying to save your friend, they're trying to delete her, you're trying to save her, you're trying to figure out a way to save her, and it kind of, yeah. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work out because with Halo Infinite, I don't know where the story goes, so I don't want to say anything specific. But at the end of Halo 5, it doesn't look too good. It looks very very sad. But in Halo Infinite, you do have another AI that looks like Cortana, but she's not all fucked up and evil, or evil as you think Cortana is at the moment. And so that's interesting. It seems like maybe she's gonna find it because you're keeping stuff from her. It seems like maybe she's gonna find out some shit, and something bad's gonna happen. Hopefully not. See what happens. But she seems very nice, so that's cool to have like that relationship a bit again. But I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to describe the goddamn story. But so that's where we are, I guess. Halo Infinite is you're trying to wipe out the flood. All this shit happened. Now your best friend is turned bad, possibly destroyed. You don't really know what's happened. You have another friend. You're just trying to figure some shit out. You're on another Halo planet. You're trying to save all the because when you get to Halo Infinite, it seems like you've lost the war. Is where it seems like Master Chief always ends up in fucking outer space somehow, but his suit is strong and he's strong, so it turns off and puts on the survival mode thing. So somehow Master Chief survives a bunch of shit he never should have. So that's happening, and you're trying to save stuff, and I'm just excited. I'm loving it so much. But so there was also that's all the game stuff. I mean, I'm probably missing something. I know I'm missing a lot of details. I apologize if you're watching this and you're like getting mad at me because I'm missing details. I mean, there's a lot. There's 6 games. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking. I'm not an encyclopedia of Halo knowledge. But there's also movies. So, or yeah, there might have been. There's probably more than just what I'm thinking about. But the one I've seen is Halo Forward Unto Dawn. I've watched that. I thought it was pretty good from what I can remember. I don't really remember it very much though. So who knows? I thought it was fine though. But there isn't, and I believe that Halo Forward Unto Dawn is the first ship from the first game, or maybe it's the ship that got taken over by the flood. Possibly, I just remember it's a mission. It's the name of a mission, and it's the name of a ship in Halo 1, I think. And yeah, so the movie is, I guess, about that. I think the movie might be about Keys or Keys' daughter or something, who was your commander or whatever, who gets taken by the flood. Um, yeah, thought it was a fine movie from what I remember. But now, when I was all this was building up to was Halo the TV series just got announced yesterday. There's the Video Game Awards. I didn't watch it because Video Game Awards kind of sketchy right now. What's going on with Activision? There's some shit with Activision with the leader of that who got in trouble with a bunch of sexual allegations or sexual harassment allegations, and everybody's been like saying they don't want to work with Activision or Blizzard, and then the Video Game Awards was like, well, we don't really want to. We don't want to remark on it, and so they kind of just let it go, and people are pissed about that, I guess. I don't know. I find all of those award shows really boring and really annoying to watch. All of the wooden fakeness that all the presenters have, it just annoys me. So I just watch the trailers after they all come out. But they announced there is a new Halo TV series. I don't really know what it's about. They just kind of showed, I don't know, people and stuff from it. And I mean, the costumes and everything that has to do with Spartans and stuff looks cool. But we'll have to see the story because the story might suck. I don't know. I don't think it looks that good, but it's also didn't really show that much. So who knows? I'll be interested to see what it's like. It's going to be coming out on Paramount Plus, Paramount Plus Plus, or whatever. So I don't know if I'll actually be able to see it unless I fucking get another fucking subscription service, which I don't really want to get. You might be able to just buy it when it comes out or rent it or whatever. But who knows? So that's coming out. Kind of excited for that. I mean, not excited. I'm interested. I'm interested for that. But for right now, I'm just playing Halo Infinite and I'm loving it. Multiplayer is fun. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see how the story goes. I'm really liking it so far. Hopefully, I don't get bored at all of the side missions because I've also was playing San Andreas. I was trying to get 100%, 100% completion on that, and so I've been trying to kind of do that with Halo Infinite. But there's a lot to do, and I don't want to get too bored with side missions. So I think I'm gonna start do a bit of side missions, but try to keep going with the story, just so I don't burn myself out with the game or all those side missions. Because that's the thing with MMOs that I hate is all the side missions, all the shit you just have to do over and over and over, and it's the same stuff, and all you get from it is fucking leveling up and better gear, and it's just the same thing over and over, and so it's like, that's the thing I don't get about MMOs, that people like them a lot, but I just find them so boring. There's a certain point where it's like, okay, I've done all the things, and then you just have to keep doing it to just level up your character, and it's like, what? Okay, there's an expansion, there's a few new things that you fucking can do, but it's the same shit. I don't know. Not for me. People love it, and I get it. Why I get the appeal kind of, but for me, I like a Halo or like games. I like games with ends to them where you can do there's a bunch of shit you can do, but it ends, so you don't get too bored with it, and it's and I feel very satisfied when I beat a game. And that's a feeling you don't get from MMOs. Although you could say running a big dungeon that with a big boss and shit probably gives you a lot of satisfaction once you beat that. So that's fair. I understand that totally, but I don't know. It's just different strokes for different folks. All right, this has been another episode of Tales of Woe. Hopefully it's not been too boring. It may have been. I just like Halo. I'm sure my attempt to describe the story in Halo was really bad, and this may have been a really boring episode for most people. So I apologize for that. But what are you gonna do? Yeah. So that's gonna be the end of this episode. From me and Arby. Thank you for watching. Like I said, I'm not sure how I'm gonna title this episode. You'll know when you see it, but I don't know if it'll be WHOA or WOAH. I don't want to give in, but also I'm a fucking idiot, and I don't want to look like such an idiot. I don't know. I don't know what to do. And nobody fucking has commented at all telling me, hey, you should do this or should do that, giving me any input. But what can you do? You're a little boy from a small town. Oh, I'm not a boy. Oh, you can see where my head is at. I just think I'm a kid still, and I'm not. I'm a grown man, and it's very sad. Get depressing for no reason. Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Another episode of Tales of Woe. You'll see how it's spelled. I think I'm probably going to start spelling it correctly so I don't seem like such an idiot, even though I am. But I mean, it's just a little too embarrassing to have a podcast name that's spelled wrong. You know what I mean? So, I'll say goodbye, au revoir, couldn't talk, sayonara. I also sayonara, so I was just looking at ways to say goodbye, right? And sayonara was one, and I was like, oh yeah, I like that one. Found out it's Japanese. For some reason, I never thought that was Japanese. I thought it was like some Spanish word of saying goodbye, because it just sounds kind of Spanish, like sayonara. I don't know. Or it sounds like a Texan trying to do a Spanish accent. Oh, sayonara, son. Anyway, I'm terrible at ending these things. I go on too long. Once again, thank you for watching. Au revoir, goodbye, couldn't talk. Couldn't. I'm probably saying that wrong too. I say it like couldn't talk. That's not the words. Couldn't talk. I don't know. I learned it from Madeline, okay? I played Madeline games as a child. I was in French immersion. Give me a break. Anyway. Thank you again, everybody. And even though it's not proper and I'm saying hello, I'm still going to say it. Konnichiwa, bitches.